We are on to the songs for episode 5 of season 1 of Hazbin Hotel. I'm really enjoying the process. If you haven't yet watched my other reaction and analysis to the other songs, please do go and check them out. You can also check out the full reactions to the episodes as well over on my Patreon. Everything is there. But I'm really enjoying it. And today I'll be checking out, like I said, the season 1 episode 5 songs. This is Hell's Greatest Dad and More Than Anything. We get to meet Lucifer. There is another duet battle. He loves his battles, Alastor. He's just getting involved with everyone. And a beautiful moment with Lucifer and his daughter Charlie. So I really enjoyed it. If you are new over here on my channel, then hello, I'm Jennifer Glatzhofer, but you can call me Jen. I'm a singer and a voice teacher, and you have clicked on a reaction and an analysis. So I will be pausing as I'm watching the songs, as I want to talk about the artist's choices, what's happening musically, what's happening vocally. There's lots of things to dissect because obviously this is a story as well. So it's a lot of fun. I'm enjoying watching the episodes as they come out. If you didn't know, I released an album earlier this year called Echo. You can go and stream it on Spotify or wherever you listen to music. You can also purchase a digital download or a vinyl record. This is one over here. You can go and order one, buy one, through my Bandcamp page or my merch site, which can be found in the description below. I mentioned my Patreon earlier on, the link is also in the description below, but please do hit that subscribe button and the bell button, and let's get to the songs. Oh.
Alright then. Looks like you could use some help from the big boss of hell himself.
Oh!
Check out Daddy's glowing reviews on Yelp. 5 stars! Flawless! Really great! With the punch of a pentagram. A whap, bam, boom, a la Kazam. Usually I charge a sacrificial lamb, but you get the family rate. Thanks, Dad! Who needs a busboy now that you've got the chef? Wow. Michelin tasting menu free, a lecker.
Wait. The energy from the get-go of this took me a little bit off guard. Is that the word? Is that what I wanted to say? It caught me off guard. That's what I think I wanted to say. We have a continuous, I said this, like a circus kind of motive, like even when he picked up the phone to Charlie, it was that, so everything's like big show, but circusy. We haven't had that before. We've had like a big show, putting on a big show. I think I mentioned that obviously with kind of Poison and that song, putting on a different persona, everything's okay. But this is completely different. Obviously, it's just, oh, razzle dazzle, the man will make it. It gives me that impression. So this is a great introduction, and I love the different uses in his vocal quality that we heard straight away. It's got to have this authority. It's got to have this so that the audience can understand what he's saying. This kind of, yeah, razzle-dazzle to his voice.
Looks like you could use some help from the big boss of hell himself. Check out Daddy's glowing reviews on Yelp. 5 stars! Flawless! Really great! With a punch of
I know there's probably effects on the voice, but just that straight away. And this is a very fast-paced song, so we're instantly like, boom, boom. We get that descend, I think, on that intro. But even in amongst there's, we've got clear vocal fold closure because everything's quite close to how he would speak this, even when he's speaking during the episode. Obviously, I'm watching the episode, so go check them out on Patreon if you want to watch the full reaction to my to the full episodes. But it's very similar. Everything's very up high, or that has come down low. It's really like exaggerated to the max to just be very playful around the words. It's great.
The big boss of hell himself. Check out
Daddy's
glowing reviews on Yelp. 5 stars! Flawless! Really great! With the punch of a pentagram. A whap, bam, boom, a la Kazam. Usually I charge a sacrificial lamb, but you get the family rate. Thanks, Dad!
And also that actually, and you get the like that's high, that hey, that's like a high chest voice for me. This is a lower set singer singing this as well. Yeah, on the word you. So it's just all these, use a closed vowel, the oo vowel. We just want to open that if we are lifting up this speech-like quality up higher without reaching with our thicker folds. It needs to feel very free, and he's got that. He's already shown that he's got that anyway when he talks. So it's just extending that into this song, so we can, nothing has changed. It's now just obviously singing with some more melodic phrases. But this is really fun. There's a little bit of grit and distortion. I think we've got some BVs coming up as well.
With the punch of a pentagram, a whap, bam, boom, a la Kazam. Usually I charge a sacrificial lamb, but you get the family rate. Thanks, Dad! Who needs a busboy now that you've got the chef?
Yeah.
Michelin tasting menu free, a lecker. I'll rig the game for you because I'm the ref. Champagne fountains, caviar mountains, that's just a start. Who's been here since
I love Star. Actually, it's funny that Alastor comes in next because it had that kind of same Broadway-esque feel to that, because we go into that. I mean, there's like a slide onto that note. It feels very show busy, but there's a straight turn into that vibrato, which is when, if we think about back to Stayed Gone, when we had Vox and Alastor singing, Alastor had that kind of old-fashioned radio kind of voice. So I love how that was just linked, and then we see Alastor come in. That was really cool. It's fun as well because Lucifer includes some fun with accents as well. I think there was like a French accent in this part that we'll go back to. It's just, there's a lovely level of twang as well. That also helps with keeping it bright. I'm going to let it play a bit because this is so fast-paced that I feel like it's just a lot's happening really fast.
Who needs a busboy now that you got the chef?
And that low, yeah.
Michelin tasting menu free a la carte.
Oh.
I'll rig the game for you
Was that Alice's
because
head?
I'm the ref. Champagne fountains, caviar mountains, that's just a start.
I was gonna say as well, I love how he draws us in. The dynamics go a little bit lower then when he's kind of like, before we get that last note, it kind of just draws us in a little bit, playing with dynamics, which is nice.
I'll rig the game for you because I'm the ref. Champagne fountains, caviar mountains, that's just a start.
Ooh, that send.
Here since day one, who's been faithful as a nun, makes you chuckle with an old-timey pun, your executive producer. That's true. I'm your guy, your day-to-day, your chum, your steadfast hotelier. Remember when I fixed that corn today?
I was stuck, thank you, sir.
Oh, you. I'm truly honored.
I was stuck, thank you, sir. Nifty talks with such like a head-dominant mixy quality, which is why when I say, you know, the speech-like quality tends to be more chest-dominant, this is her speech-like quality. This kind of, hey, everything's like just above, it's a bit mixy. It's kind of almost Disney-esque, but evil, because it's not Charlie, it's her name Nifty, right? Oh, she's great. She was in Waitress, Kimiko. Glenn, yeah, I've just put the two together. But yeah, she speaks so bright, like very floaty there actually. But talking about Alastor real quick, he is getting a lot of words through this section as well. It's very similar in the sense that it's kind of just speaking through with the melodic phrases of the song. But yeah, there's lots of words and they're kind of like competing to see who Charlie will side with, I guess.
Oh, I'm your guy, your day-to-day, your chum, your steadfast hotelier. Remember when I fixed that corn today?
I love the music.
I'm truly honored that we built such a bond. You're like the child that I wish that I had.
What?
I care for you just like a daughter I spawned.
Hold on now.
It's a little funny. You could almost call me Dad.
Yeah, it's the same sort of thing that we had before. This is why they've had maybe that makes more sense as to why Jeremy Jordan as Lucifer had that, because we're hearing it now again in Alastor's vocal quality and with that effect over the top. So they're quite similar. It's like they're literally just like, okay, you do your verse and now I'm going to do my verse and this is what I can offer. You kind of love that weird like head turn is creepy, but he knows what he's doing. He's trying to just play that role for this particular song. He as well, this is another duet. I wasn't expecting that when we first started with Lucifer because obviously it's the first kind of entrance that we're hearing from him. But we had Stayed Gone as a duet and now this is a duet. He's always kind of competing. He likes a bit of a fight.
Like a daughter I spawned.
Hold on now.
Platform time.
Funny. You could almost call me Dad.
Oh, cute shit. Musicianship. We're battling out now.
They say when you're looking for assistance, it's smart to pick the path of least resistance.
No, the book said stress as well. I mean, it comes with the job, I guess. The music has completely changed here. We had an out-of-tune accordion, that kind of almost like jazz improv section between the two, who can do it better, who can play the role better. And then we went into this like a bit of a slower paced.
They say when you're looking for assistance, it's smart to pick the path of least resistance.
Yeah.
Others say that in your needy hour, there's no substitute for pure angelic power. Who just happens to also be
Whoa. He's actually Alastor doesn't have any. I don't think he had any BVs in that section, but Lucifer has had quite a few BV moments, like just really uplifting. I know that part was really short. We'll listen to that again, but I love how that just rose. We had a rise, but musically there was a descend in the instrumentation. So it's just kind of doing that opposite feel. Just talking about twang really quickly. So when I talk about twang, it's the narrowing of the AES. If we want to make a bright sound, we've got lots of different tools in our vocal toolbox that we can use to brighten up a sound. It could be the mouth placement being a bit spread. It could be the lifting of the larynx a little bit just to shorten that vocal tract, or it can be twang. And that's they both have a lovely level of twang in their voice. It also helps with get the dynamics louder without pushing our thicker folds up.
Others say that in your needy hour, there's no substitute for pure angelic power. Who just happens to also be your blood.
Sadly, there are times a birth parent is a dud. They say the family you choose
Oh my gosh.
is better.
What a bunch of losers.
Can you butt out of my song?
Your song, I started this.
I'm singing it, I'll finish it.
Oh, you tacky piece of...
Yes, it's me.
Whoa, before Who's This May, which we'll talk about that vocal modification choice in a bit. Speed of this just got really intense really quickly. We're just speed. It's like, you know, they just want to, who's going to be the better option. They're just kind of maybe forgetting the point. Lucifer's stick, is that like an apple? Because he's... Isn't that something to do with his wife? Am I making... no, I need to remember the beginning. Anyway, I'm going to hit play. But it's just... It's nice that there's... When we've got freedom in our voice, we can play around with some, like, distortion in there. There's some anger or some sub-quality in there. So it's just very free. Everything feels really relaxed. The more relaxed we are with the voice, the more freedom we have to play around with different tones.
Blood.
That diction,
Sadly,
blood.
there are times a birth parent is a dud. They say the family you choose is better.
What a bunch of losers.
Can you butt out of my song?
Your song, I started this.
I'm singing it, I'll finish it.
Oh, you tacky
It's
piece of...
me. Yes, it's me. I know you were all waiting for me. I'm here. What a guess. Took a while, but I'm present at last. It's me. It's me.
Sure.
Who?
Yeah, who? Exactly. Let me just go back. This gal, I'm going to applaud her for her confidence and for strutting in, but I have no idea what kind of energy you've got to bring. Actually, no, you're bringing a lot of energy. Let's just see what happens. Okay, it's May. We have the lovely A vowel on the word me, right? Just opening it up, and it kind of fits with this. We talked about, like, you know, it's an animation, so the voices can have, like, exaggerated, and it's not just because it's animation, but I feel like there's a lot more that we can play around with. It's musical theatre, so if it fits with the genre and what we're showing, then we can just, like, exaggerate it a little bit. And this is new character just showing what she's going to bring, what energy she's going to bring. I love that last note was really, like, there's a lovely clarity to her voice, and that's lovely resistance and making sure there's full vocal fold closure, but there's lots of twang. We're kind of going even more twang than what we had before, even more twang to just, not just to brighten up the sound, but also get this kind of like, this kind of ugly rattle almost. It's nice.
I know you were all waiting for me.
And the vibrato is so wide. Yeah!
Took a while, but I'm present at last. It's me.
Very bright vowels. And that growl as well in there. Love.
I can't.
Why can't you?
Charlie! You don't understand. Heaven never listens. They didn't listen to me. They won't listen to you.
You don't know that.
I do. You didn't know that when I tried this all before. My dreams were too hard to defend, and in the end, I won't lose it all again. Now you're the only thing worth fighting for.
Jeremy Jordan, you beautiful singer, you just stunning. This is so we had the entrance with the song Hell's Greatest Dad, and now we're on More Than Anything. There you go. Yeah, so different. The other one was so full of energy. He's kind of he was competing against Alastor in the sense of like, hey, you got me, you don't need him, this is what I could do, I'm the best. And now here, the acoustic guitar beautifully setting this mood for this soft, kind of raw, stripped back feel with such great control with the vocals. And I love how sometimes there's a subtle vocal fry onto the note, like a vocal fry onset. We'll go back to it. And sometimes there's like, especially at the end, we just held onto that note for a little bit longer, nice straight tone, and then invited in some lovely warm vibrato. There's a lovely, like, aspirate hue when we say the first you. So it's not like a smooth onset. He brings a lot of breath to this line, even though it's got great vocal fold closure throughout. But this entrance, hue, it's like he's been holding this in. It's like, when you're holding your breath and suddenly you can be like, it's got that feel to it, that entrance.
You didn't know that when I tried this all before, my dreams were too hard to defend.
And even that, defend, that's actually just straight tone. All of this is quite, it's a bit like quite low and soft. It's kind of like, we're just at the beginning, obviously, of the song. Not that he's mumbling, we can hear everything he's saying, but it's just, he's approaching it quite lightly at the moment.
I tried this all before, my dreams were too hard to defend, and
that vocal fry.
in the end, I won't lose it all again. Now you're the only thing worth fighting for, more than anything.
Listen to this wonderful control. Okay, again, like and I love actually. So Jeremy Jordan is quite. He plays a lot of leading male characters in musical theatre. He's playing who we associate the devil with, Lucifer, but it's so different to what we would predict he would be like. But also having seen this show, obviously, it's kind of like the angels. Adam being the asshole, as Charlie said at the beginning of this episode. And yeah, the devil side, there are more layers to them. So having this beautiful soft quality as we flip up, we really heard a difference between the thicker folds and thinner folds, right? It wasn't like we were mixing and navigating through the first passage to get a really smooth transition up to this upper register. We allow the vocal folds to kind of get thin really quickly and throw a lot more breath. It was still kind of connected, but in order for us to instantly hear that flip, it has to be a sudden like shift, and we really do. I just want to talk as well about the vowel choices on the words anything. The word is anything, but he's going more than anything, opening up to an more than anything. If we were trying to be, and you can hear he's got louder as well from before, and we're holding out straight tone, really, really lovely, but we're just opening up to an not anything, just a little bit more open, because if we were we can see how the mouth is a bit more closed, it's a bit more spread, and we might feel like we're reaching because everything's trying to get up there. If we just drop that jaw, it just relaxes everything. Really great.
Worth fighting for, more than anything.
And he does it here already.
More than anything, I'll shelter and adore you more than anything.
Oh, so good.
Dad, I don't need you to protect protect me from this.
I just don't want you to be crushed by them like I was.
Dad, when I was young, I didn't really know you at all. I always felt so small, but I heard your stories and I was enthralled.
Oh my god, I was not expecting like a throwback to Charlie. She's so cute. She's still got the big eyes. She's like, Charlie, Erica Henningsen, she's got a really, like we've talked about this before, very quite Disney-esque, quite contemporary musical theatre feel of a voice, very clear and clean, connected lines. As she ascends and is higher, she is keeping connected. There's less of a flip than what we heard with Lucifer's character here, but it's still getting light. We're not throwing lots of volume up there. Still keeping it quite in a mixy, head dominant place. Really, really beautiful. But it's even more as she's kind of reminiscing about the childhood years. It's even more delicate. There's more vulnerability in there. I won't go back to it, but that moment that we had, that flip moment with Jeremy Jordan's voice, and then he lands a little bit louder in there. There's a lovely cry element. We'll see if we go through that again, and I'll point it out, because I know that was the chorus, but it had this, when we cry onto a note, we are increasing the resistance in the vocal folds to get the vocal folds coming together from what was just a breathier, lighter kind of sound. So we're increasing that, and we're also landing on top. So we're not reaching up with our thicker folds, like right on top. And it again means, and there's twang, obviously, that we've mentioned before, but it again means that we're getting louder without having to reach up. And like, it's just not fun when we do that.
You to protect me from this.
I just don't want you to be crushed by them like I was.
Dad,
I love that entrance into this section is really nicely written.
I always felt so small.
She's really great at completing the words.
Stories and I was enthralled. The tales about your lofty dreams. I listened breathlessly, imagining it could be me.
Yeah, imagine that it could be me. All these are actually like E kind of vowels, and we're staying true to it. If we were getting louder, we'd maybe like open it a little bit, maybe not too much depending on the singer, but because we're being nice and soft and adding that vibrato, keeping it quite true to the vowel is, very fitting. There's a lot of breath play with this vocal line as well. Not necessarily through the actual vocal words, we're keeping quite connected, but in between, she's remembering a joyful time. She's got like music notes on her costume. That's really, really fun. But yeah, it's that character, that storytelling moment, element. It's really beautiful.
Stories and I was enthralled. The tales about your lofty dreams. I listened breathlessly.
And she says breathlessly as well there.
Imagining it could be me.
Yeah, so much breath softness.
So in the end, it's the view I had of you.
Is that her mum?
That show me dreams can be worth fighting for. More than
Oh, nice as well there. For. Can you notice, because we kept it quite vowel, it went into this beautiful mixed place. It didn't have lots of thickness to it. It was just quite a balanced 50-50 mix. The thing with the mixed voice is that we can blend it in whatever way we want. If we want it to be a little bit lighter, bring in elements of our head voice. If we want it to be a bit thicker, a bit spoken-led, bring in elements of our thicker folds. It could be literally anything that we want. And the more developed we are in both of these areas, the more we can play around with what kind of quality we want. If we wanted it a little bit more thicker, a bit more like beefier and dynamically louder, maybe opening up to an ah might help. But then also for this, it might have been too much. Just keeping it nice and narrow. That helps as well with this placement. Is beautiful because especially for this part of the song and for what note it is for Charlie, it just feels very like longing, and it's got that emotional tug to it because they're sharing a really beautiful moment.
of you. That show me dreams can be worth fighting for. More than anything.
Aww.
More than anything. I need
That was beautiful.
I've been dying to find out who you are.
I've been waiting, wanting the same thing.
Looks like the
Let me go into this part again. I love how we heard, because it's high notes there actually for Charlie Morningstar up there, keeping really lovely and connected. The vocal folds are thinning out. As we get higher, it's not the larynx that's reaching up higher, the larynx is actually stretching out, or the vocal folds, sorry, are stretching out and becoming thinner to get a higher note. And as we descend and go back down, the vocal folds are getting thick again and getting shorter. And I love how we descended through that passage. We can hear moments where she did get a little bit thicker, and we heard a little bit of that speechy-like quality come through. It's a really beautiful moment. And then anything having that glottal onset as well really holds onto that. Oh, and the acoustic guitar's back.
Wanting the same thing.
Looks like the apple doesn't fall far.
Took you a while.
I've missed that smile, all that I'm hoping. Now that my eyes are open, is that we can start again, not be pulled apart again. 'Cause
Oh my gosh, the wings. No, this is so beautiful. The harmonies, it's kind of reminding me of the Sorry song with Serpentious, actually, just the spinning around and the harmonies coming together. It's almost like this is, it's interesting that this is what Charlie knows. Like, this is how show kindness, keep open-minded, all that kind of good and positivity that she holds. Lucifer does have that, and we're seeing that element here, and I'm hoping that it's going to stick, because obviously there's been quite a few. I mean, she's got Vaggie and she's got all these, or everyone else in the Hazbin Hotel that's now just coming around to who she is, and they have her back. But I hope this is positive. I always get so skeptical. I always feel like something's going to go wrong. But yeah, it's really, really beautiful.
now that my eyes are open,
Yeah, he's got that lovely low voice.
Start again, not be pulled apart again.
And singing in octaves there, unison.
In the end, you are part of who I am. I'll support your dream, whatever lies in store. More than anything.
Oh, this is so cute. Notice here as well, anything, because Jeremy Jordan is a lot louder, dynamic, a lot thicker. He's opening to that more than anything that I mentioned before, but more than anything, because there's a lovely softer quality to Charlie, she's staying more truer to the anything vowel. Their voices blend so well together. The music has it's become quite inspiring, quite very uplifting. It's got this, yeah, just this really joyful feel to it.
More than anything.
That cry onto it.
I'm grateful you're my daughter. More than anything. More than anything.
Oh, lovely soft return. That was beautiful. Oh, I'm rooting for them. I loved it. As the story builds, as we get to see more characters, I'm becoming even more hooked with this show. Songs are just fabulous, and the story itself has got a really great concept. It's just a lot of fun, and yeah, I'm really enjoying it. Things are gonna get quite scary, I think, in the next episode. We shall see when I get to it. My reaction to episode 6 might be out over on Patreon already, so do go and check it out over there. But otherwise, I'll see you soon for some more Hazbin Hotel over here, some more reaction and analysis videos. Be sure to check out my own music over on Spotify or wherever you listen to music. And please hit that subscribe button and the bell button and a thumbs up button if you did enjoy this video. I will see you very, very soon. Have a great day.